you know, you set these goals, the kids work really hard, there's all these races that you have to run between the dual meets and the Saturday meets and things like that, and injuries creep into the whole equation. So, you know, how do you balance all that out, the racing, and to try to keep the kids healthy so that they have a chance to run at the end of the season?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'll ask you because you're not doing a very good job this year, are you?
You're right. Yeah. Spiraling down.
Sorry.
Quick. Well, I think you can't just let the kids go over the summer. You can't just say, okay, well, I'll see you in September. You know, run your 30, 40, 50 miles a week, and you know, I mean, I try to touch base with them often and meet with them often and run with them often, and you know, kids start saying their shins hurt, and you got to address that early. You know, I mean, it's a long season, and you know.
I had my top kid this year. I was just talking on the phone last night to a buddy of mine. Like, he's been healthy, he's been training well, everything he's been doing is great. And today at practice, we're doing a workout. He's, you know, my heel's hurting. I said, try one more. He did one more. He goes, it's really hurting. I just said, all right, I'll see you Thursday. At this point of the year, there's no reason to push it.
So
the work is done.
So a kid gets injured, Steve. How do you know, they start to get a little nicked up? How do you respond to that?
Well, depend a little bit on what the injury is and the kid and the history of the kid, but you know, I agree with Dan. I mean, the immediate thing, we have, my wife calls it the 3-day Ginker rule. When some little thing starts hurting, take 3 days off. And chances are, you take 3 days off, you ice it, you take care of it, you don't do anything stupid, and you don't lose really any fitness in 3 days.
No.
I mean, you know, we all, as runners and coaches, we all have this feeling like if I don't run today, I'm going to be out of shape. But it doesn't happen like that. I mean, so you're much better off taking the 3 days, letting it heal up, and then getting back into it and preventing it from becoming something more long-term.
Yeah. How about cross-training, Nick? I know you've dealt with injuries with some of your kids. Do you recommend anything in terms of cross-training, or have you seen any success in that? You know, they take the 3 days off, they cross-train, or you know, maybe it's a week or even 2 weeks.
Yeah. I don't know how much success I've had. You know, and everybody hates that. You know, when you get hurt, you got to ride the stinking bike, or you know, some people are fortunate to have a pool or something like that that they can get into. But you know, you're kind of threading water, just trying to hold it and let the body heal up from what you did to it. You know, I use the same thing with Steve, the 3-day rule. If they come back, and usually that's all it takes. But if they come back and they're still hurt, then we usually try to look to get them to go to a specialist or have them go see someone. The cross training, I can't say we've had a lot of success with it. We do it, but you know, you're just kind of threading water as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Mike.
One thing I think is important too, and everybody here would probably agree, I think you have to keep your early season meets in perspective. You know, the kids trained all summer and they're really excited about that September 7th, you know, meet or whatever the case may be, but if you're running really, really strong and fit in early September, you may not be around by late October. And trying to keep your races, dual meets in perspective, even the early Saturday meets in September.
So how many meets does your team is going to run this
We'll run
season?
13 meets, but
13
really
meets,
only
and
5 of them count.
5 of them are the ones that you run hard.
Yeah, and they're all in the next week or two.
And
basically,
how do you treat
circle
those
them.
other ones? I mean,
You hope that they run well as a group, and you want to see trend, you know, an improvement.
do you hold them back? Do you
You let the kids run to the best of their ability, but if you have somebody injured, you definitely pull them out, and you may show up at a Saturday invite without your full set, you know, your full varsity 7. But the important thing is that you have your best 7 kids on the line at the state meet, and you can't let, you know, a mid-October meet or a mid-September, God forbid, let that change the outcome of your season. You need to have your best 7 kids on the line at the state meet.
Yeah.
And they need to be healthy and fit and have some races under their belt.
Steve?